See, through your conscious mind, you dissect information and data through your senses. The interpretation of a perceptual experience is called thought. Okay? And all thoughts are either an interpretation or a choice. Because you have the ability to think, because you have the ability to process information through your conscious mind, all right? Now you are being. Now you are being. Being is consciousness, right? Being is consciousness. Awareness. Because you can scan the field and you can look, just like the radar of the ship. You can look for the spaces, you can look for the rocks, you can look for opportunities. And this is where imagination comes from. This is where desire and inspiration comes from. You thinking about the future, that's where it comes from. So the future flows into you. For you to be able to grab it, you grab it with your consciousness. Because consciousness is awareness. The doing is your body. You do stuff with your body, you think stuff with your mind. So your body goes out there and it does. So this is the doing. You get emotionally involved in it. That's where your emotions live. This is your unconscious. Because you don't run your liver. It's your unconscious that does. Cool? And your body is your unconscious mind. You don't beat your heart when you're sleeping. Your unconscious takes care of it. And when the being and the doing are aligned, you start having stuff. The most important thing about the having is the experience. So you have an experience. You do something and you have an experience. And when you have an experience, you have a result. When you have an experience, you have a result. The prerequisite, if you want to know what you have been thinking, look at your results. If you want to know what you have been thinking, look at your body now. And if you want to know how does your body look like in the future, look at your thinking now. If you want to know what your results look like in the future, look at your thinking now. The prerequisite to all results is behavior, which is the doing. In order for you to come and demonstrate a behavior, to do a behavior, you only do a behavior based on information you have, knowledge you have, and that's here. This is knowledge and information, the being aspect. Any behavior that you do, there's a prerequisite to it, which is knowledge and information. Based on that knowledge and information, you do a certain behavior, and then you have a certain experience, and then that experience gets you the results. That's your results. And a lot of people, they want to come and they want to, you know what, let me do something else, let me do something else, let me change my behavior. All right? They go in and they start just doing things differently, yet there's no alignment. They do it for a short period of time and then, because there's no alignment with their being. The being which is here is only 10% or 5%. The remaining is here, in your unconscious. Right? Because your being also comes from your programming. And your programming is doing its job. Your programming is working. And you create from your programming. And you also create from your being. The most two important alignments you can ever have is conscious-unconscious alignment. The only way for you to access your unconscious is through your being. Yeah, because that's your conscious mind, because you can think. You can pay attention. You are aware of what you're thinking. You are aware of what you're feeling, and you can look at the choices that are available for you, and you get to decide, right? So you access this through this. We are looking at the knowledge and the information that we have, and we are amplifying it. Because only when you change the knowledge and information, then you can see the world differently. Because you only see the world based on how you are wired internally. Change the wiring, you see a different perspective. Right? A metaphor. If I show you this picture and I ask you, what do you think about this? You will tell me, nice picture, people climbing the mountain, awesome. Now, if I give you some information about this, like, did you know that this picture are actually real people? Real people that actually made it to the summit. And they made it to the summit for a reason, so that they can capture a picture to inspire others. Now, you have more information and knowledge about the picture. Your perception has changed.